The qualities that I see myself as an art therapist using digital and new media include being relatable to my clients that I am working with in the digital and new media world. There are a lot of platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Vine that I want to be familiar with. I also want to be familiar with tools that they might be using online, software, and other forms of artistic expression online and on screens that can allow me to be relatable to what present day innovation is currently at. I also want to remind clients that your digital and the media matters, what you post matters. Sharing information about yourself through digital art and making matters, and I want to emphasize that with my clients as well. I also want to use digital and new media to access the resources we have today and to use those thoughtfully and not to abuse them, but actually use them so that they can build people up, develop them into achieving what they want to achieve and bettering their lives.
This art piece is on qualities of an art therapist using digital and art and new media. And one of the main components of being an art therapist that uses these things is being very open-minded and creative, which is demonstrated by these spirals coming out of the therapist's head. And any therapist, any art therapist, any kind of therapist that works with people in pain is going to need a very open heart, which is represented in the chest with the red kind of fiery elements. In addition, there's this purple blue going down the arms, and it represents this ability to stick with something even when it's hard and troubleshoot, and just keep steady hands. And the feet are rooted with sort of natural colors as if they are part of nature, in order to stay grounded. It can be easy to get overly cerebral with digital media and to really stay rooted in the heart and human connection, and using the digital media as a way to enhance that rather than as a block against that. And really trying to sort of use the black as kind of both the protective shell of the therapist, but also like the potential for media to be misused or to feel heavy or dark, and to really not let that take over, and instead let it be sort of lighter, and the more beautiful aspects of it come in. So yes, thank you.
The qualities of a digital art therapist in new media need to be responsible, caring, earnest, attentive, trusting, and be able to hold a safe space for the client. They also need to have an open mind and be resourceful and be able to have knowledge about the tools that are being used, and also always available for feedback and to make changes.
This is notes about the qualities of an art therapist using digital and new media. So, as an art therapist using digital and new media, I feel that the art therapist needs to have a good working knowledge of the digital media that they're working with. Whatever medium they're planning to use with their clients, they should make sure that they're very comfortable with it so that they can help whenever if the clients happen to run into any technical issues or creative issues. And that they have also continue to create their own art with traditional media as well as digital media. The therapist needs to have like one eye kind of in the virtual world, as well as from the outside being able to observe their clients as they create, and to watch for how they're reacting and how they're interacting with that. And then like quiet reflection, giving the clients room for their own creative process, especially during a virtual reality experience. If the art therapist were to be talking the whole time, it might prevent the clients from really being able to immerse themselves in that virtual environment. The art therapist needs to have a little bit of a sense of adventure, to be able to explore and put themselves out there to trying out different digital media, and just kind of being open to those new experiences, and have kind of their own compass for the ethics as far as the responsibilities of the therapist for protecting the anonymity of their clients, and also for how far to go with guiding their clients and what sorts of digital media and virtual environments to expose them to. And then just a sense of mindfulness, of really being grounded and aware of their own responses that are going on with this, how much they are feeling, that they're able to accurately observe while their clients are creating, and what that experience is like when they're with their clients, but their clients are kind of off in the virtual world, if they're still there with the client or if they are kind of off doing their own thing, and if they tend to like stray into other thoughts, and if they're being triggered in any sort of way. So just being mindful to for the client, of watching for any of those tense moments when a client may be triggered by something that they see in the virtual world or something they're experiencing. And as Dr. Partridge mentioned, just using those touch controllers and pulling, the little trigger can perhaps trigger some people and who maybe have experienced violence, and especially if weapons like guns were involved. And always being aware of your shadow self, your darker side, and any pessimism that you may be bringing, or and also the darker side that some digital media and virtual worlds can bring out in us, and how that really plays out in the real world, if it does at all. Okay. I think that's it for now.